What's up, ladies and gentlemen, back again with another video, and today we're taking a look at my Blu-ray Steelbook Collection. I got a whole collection of movies we're going to be taking a look at. Hopefully you guys just sit back and enjoy as we look through my Blu-ray Steelbook Collection. Alright, let's get started right here with Dragon Ball Superhero right here. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back. As you can see, it comes with some stickers and of course the 2-disc set. That is Dragon Ball Superhero. Haven't done a movie review on this, but I probably will at some point. Alright, next one right here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Right here, there's the front, there's your spine. There's all 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right there on the back. Then, of course, when you open it up, it's a 2-disc set. There's some more interior artwork right there on the inside. And it comes with this cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles poster with it. They just hang it on the wall, you know. If not, just keep it nice and delicately in your case, so that way it stays in mint condition. So let's get that right back in there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Alright, next one right here is Denzel Washington in The Equalizer 3. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back, and we'll call it. Let's get that disc right in there. No, not that much to look at on the inside. Of course, there's the disc, and that is The Equalizer 3. Alright, next one right here is Gran Turismo. Of course, Gran Turismo, based off of the popular video game. There is the front cover. There's the spine. There's the back. And here's what it looks like here on the inside. Then, of course, they're advertising it for the, PlayStation 5. Alright, next one right here is Jamie Foxx and Gerald Butler in the unrated director's cut version of Law Abiding Citizen. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back. Blank canvas on the inside. All you got is just, the disc right there. Some of these steelbooks, they put in more effort than others and whatnot. Alright, next one right here is the Expendables 1 through 4 collection right here. Of course, starring Sylvester Stallone and a whole cast of other action movie legends and superstars. There's a look when you remove the, the little sliding case right there. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back. And they basically have all of them piled on top of each other. And that is the Expendables 1 through 4 film collection. This was pretty expensive too. I think I paid like maybe 60 or 70 bucks for it. Brand new. Alright, next one right here is Saban's Power Rangers. Released, I believe, in 2017. I actually went to the theaters to actually go see this with a couple of buddies, a couple of friends of mine, apparently it wasn't too well received. It, had mixed reviews. Some people liked it, others didn't. You got the, Power Rangers logo. They were supposed to, like, I guess, turn this into like a film franchise, and it didn't really get that far because they were supposed to like introduce Tommy as the Green Ranger in the sequel. But yeah, this is what it looks like here on the inside. You know, some people like this movie and others don't. I know one of my friends of mine didn't really like this movie. You know, because I remember him ranting about it in the parking lot after we were done watching it. Yeah, but that is Sabian's Power Rangers. All right, next one right here, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back. I know there's another steelbook version of this out here somewhere. You know, and of course, just a silver canvas and the disc. Of course, has the ultraviolet code, but ultraviolet, they went out of business a long time ago. Total Recall, another classic by Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, next one we got Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, Lawrence Fishburne, and Russell Crowe. I'm getting tongue-tied. Russell Crowe in Man of Steel. It's a Man of Steel in a steelbook. How ironic. But yeah, here it is. There's the front. There's the spine. Blank canvas on the back. There's all the you know, movies right here. And then, of course, it comes with a bunch of, you know, Man of Steel advertisements for, like, figurines and all that. I actually went to go see this in movie theaters, too, a long time ago. I believe I was on a double date with a friend when I went to go see this. You know, this was way back, way before I even became a YouTube content creator, 2013, you know. But who knows? Maybe I'll, you know, take a look at it or re-look at it and do a whole, you know, movie review. All right, next one right here is Predator 3 movie collection. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back. All of the Blu-rays look identical and, you know, same color scheme. And not that much of a background. And that is the Predator 3 movie collection. Alright, now I got another classic right here starring Sylvester Stallone in First Blood. There's the front, the spine, there's the back. I know that they re-released the whole entire film franchise in a Blu-ray Steelbook. I believe it was under Best Buy, if my memory serves me correctly. There's another ultraviolet code on this thing. And there's the Blu-ray. But yeah, they released the whole entire, you know, Best Buy Blu-ray Steelbook of all the movies with different artworks and designs and whatnot. But I picked this one, I believe, up at Walmart. Alright, next one right here is Divergent. Of course, it's based off of a book series. There's the first one right here, you know. There's the spine, there's the back. The 2-disc set. And that's Divergent. Alright. Well, it looks like these are starting to fall over. Alright, and then I got the sequel, Insurgent, right here. You can see they're rocking a different look in the sequel. There's the front, the spine, the back. And this one is a 3-disc set right here. All I need to do is get, you know, the last film in the series, and I'll have my complete Insurgent Blu-ray Steelbooks. But I got 2 out of 3, so, you know, that's something. Alright, next one right here, we got Tom Hiddleston in Loki, the complete first season. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back. Here's some of the goodies it comes with, and it's the 2-disc set. And of course, you can't have season 1 without season 2, which has rocking a different color scheme right here with the green. So there's your front. You got, of course, the lead, Tom Hiddleston. There's Owen Wilson. Front, spine, back. Another famous actor. And they keep going on with the same color scheme on the inside, along with some more bonus content with these photos right there. So that is season 2 of Loki. Alright, now we get down to the next one over here, ladies and gentlemen. And it is Carl Urban in Dredd, which is a remake of Judge Dredd. Of course, I almost said Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course, Sylvester Stallone is in the original. This is the 2012 remake. I actually went to go see this. I believe they were showing it also in 3D. So they go ahead and remove the slip. There's a better look at it, at Judge Dredd, the spine, the back. The 2-disc set right there. Let's get that slip cover back on. And that is Dredd. Alright, next one right here is Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, John Voight, and Eric Stoltz in Anaconda. Of course, this thing has spawned, a bunch of sequels, and of course they did a remake or a reboot of it, starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd, about a bunch of guys that are a fan of the Anaconda movie, and they basically want to go to the jungle to remake the movie and whatnot. But yeah, this of course is the 1997 original. So there's the spine, there's the back. Of course, there's been multiple DVD covers, and I'm pretty sure multiple Blu-ray covers of this, but this is the Steelbook right here. I believe there was I remember seeing a VHS copy when I was a kid of this cover somewhere. But I believe when I owned the DVD copy, it had, I believe, this copy. But yeah, Anaconda. Alright, next one is Steve Yeun and Samara Weaving in Mayhem. Of course, Steve from, Steven from The Walking Dead, and of course, Samara Weaving, she's kind of like her own scream queen. She's been in a bunch of, horror-related movies and whatnot. There's the spine, there's the back. The 2-disc set. There's another screenshot right there from him in the movie. Alright. Next one right here is, of course, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, and a few others in the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I believe was also released in 1997. There's the spine, there's the back. Let's go ahead and remove the slip. Get a better look at the cast right there. Right there on the back. Only comes with a 1-disc. So let's get that right back in there. And that's I Know What You Did Last Summer. The original I Know What You Did Last Summer. Alright, now we're getting down to the final 4 for this video, ladies and gentlemen. And this next one right here is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. There's the front, there's the spine, there's the back. Only comes with a 1-disc. And of course, I wasn't only going to get the first one without getting the second one. So here is the sequel, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Part 2. As you can see, he's rocking a different mask in the sequel. But yeah, there's the front, there's the spine, here's the back. Another one disc set right there. Of course, you see one of the killers in silhouette. Alright, this next one right here is the Lost Boys trilogy. And, you know, it's got basically a silver canvas with, you know, drips of, you know, blood coming down. Of course, those are the vampire fangs right there. Not much, well, of course, there you see the vampire's mouth right there on the back. And then, of course, there's the credentials. 3 movies, the original classic Lost Boys, and then the 2 sequels, Lost Boys The Tribe, released in 2008, and the sequel Lost Boys The Third, which I believe was released, I think 2 years after that, I believe in 2010, I think it was. But yeah, good vampire trilogy. Here is all of the Blu-rays. They each have their own design. You got the Frog Brothers right there in the front. This one's a silver disc, and then the other one has, let's see, just a blank black canvas right there on the bottom. And that is the Lost Boys trilogies right there. Lost Boy trilogy. Alright, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I got here the Jean-Claude Van Damme Classic. And I believe this was a Walmart exclusive Blu-ray Steelbook that I picked up. Is the movie Kickboxer. Got this at Walmart as a Walmart exclusive. I believe a few months later, they end up releasing another Steelbook of this by, I think, some other company and whatnot with completely different artwork. I believe it came with more bonus material too, but this one was a Walmart exclusive Blu-ray Steelbook that I picked up. So there you got Jean-Claude Van Damme right there. He's throwing a high kick, a high roundhouse kick right there. Kind of like the one you see in Taekwondo, the World Taekwondo Federation style and whatnot. So there's the front, there's the spine. There you see him practicing martial arts in the back. Of course, there's Zien, played by Dennis Chen, right there in the background. You open it up, it comes with the little artwork from the poster of the movie when it was first released. I believe they end up using that cover, I believe, on one of the VHSs and whatnot. And then, of course, there's the Blu-ray itself. As far as I know, this just comes with the movie. It doesn't come with any bonus content. I believe the Steelbook that came out after this one came with, I think, additional content and whatnot. But yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme in Kickboxer. I believe he's a second Dan in Shotokan Karate. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is my Blu-ray Steelbook collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're a fan of movies, TV shows, K-pop and other related stuff such as, WWE. I got a whole playlist you could check out here on the channel, such as my movie and TV show reviews, my unboxing videos, my Fun Adventures YouTube vlogs, and other numerous contents. If you want to stick around for more here on my channel, then make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys around for next video. I got a day now. Peace.